In places where shadows grow long, a single light can pierce the darkness. ESDO is such a light in Cameroon. Their name means Empowerment and Sustainable Development Organization. Their work is a testament to human spirit. They believe in health for every single person. This belief guides their every action. They choose to go where suffering is deepest. They stand with communities in their hardest times. This is the essence of true accompaniment, true care. It is a promise whispered in deeds, not just words. ESDO's mission is profoundly simple yet incredibly bold. They aim to bring healing amidst fierce conflict. They work tirelessly in Cameroon's troubled regions. The southwest, northwest, and north face immense trials. Armed conflict has fractured lives and landscapes there. ESDO doesn't turn away from this harsh reality. Instead, they step forward with courage and deep compassion. They carry medical aid, and they carry hope. This is more than a job. It is a vocation. It is a fight for dignity for all. We often speak of global health as a concept. ESDO makes it real, tangible, and life-saving. They understand that health is a fundamental human right. It's not a privilege for the few, the lucky. This principle fuels their difficult, essential work. They see the inherent worth in every individual. They fight for the mother, the child, the elder. Their presence says, "You are not forgotten. You are seen, you are valued, your life matters." This message is powerful medicine in itself. The path of healing is never an easy one, especially when conflict rages all around. But ESDO walks this path with unwavering resolve. They bring not just medicine, but also solidarity. They empower communities to reclaim their well-being. This is the hard, patient work of building hope. It is about planting seeds of a healthier future, even when the soil is rocky and the storms are strong. ESDO's journey is one of profound love and action. They show us what is possible when we truly care. Cameroon is a nation of vibrant cultures and great beauty, yet parts of this nation are in deep distress. The southwest and northwest regions are caught in crisis. This is often called the Anglophone conflict. It has brought widespread fear and much instability. Years of fighting have disrupted every part of life. Schools have closed and markets are often empty. The rhythm of daily existence is broken by violence. People live with uncertainty as their constant companion. This is a heavy burden for any community to bear. In the north region, another shadow looms large. Groups like Boko Haram have spread terror and pain. Communities there face attacks and constant insecurity. The conflict dynamics are complex, the suffering immense. Families have been torn apart, villages destroyed, livelihoods, built over generations, vanish overnight. The struggle for survival becomes a daily battle. Access to food, to water, to safety is not guaranteed. This is the harsh landscape where ESDO chooses to work. They go where the needs are most acute and urgent. These conflicts are not just distant news headlines. They are lived realities for millions of ordinary people. They are stories of parents trying to protect children. They are tales of farmers unable to tend their fields. They are the quiet anxieties of teachers unable to teach. The very fabric of society is stretched thin. Trust erodes when violence becomes commonplace. The future feels fragile, even unattainable for some. This is the environment that breeds desperation, and it is here that health needs become critical. The world must pay closer attention to these crises. The suffering in Cameroon cannot be ignored or forgotten. These are not intractable problems without solutions. They are human-made crises requiring human-centered responses. Peace is the ultimate goal, the deepest yearning. But while conflict persists, humanitarian needs are urgent. People need protection. They need aid. They need care. They need to know the world has not abandoned them. Understanding the conflict is the first step. Responding with compassion is the moral imperative. The cost of conflict is measured in human lives. It is measured in futures stolen and dreams deferred. In Cameroon's affected regions, the toll is immense. Countless families have been forced to flee their homes. They become internally displaced persons, or IDPs. They leave behind everything they have ever known. Their houses, their farms, their memories are abandoned. They seek safety, often with nothing but their clothes. This displacement creates profound vulnerability for all. It is a trauma that echoes through generations. Livelihoods are shattered by the ongoing violence. Farmers cannot safely access their land to cultivate. Traders cannot move goods to markets that are closed. Jobs disappear as businesses are forced to shut down. This economic devastation pushes families into deep poverty. Malnutrition rates rise, especially among young children. Parents struggle to provide even the most basic needs. The daily search for food becomes an overwhelming burden. This erodes dignity and fuels a cycle of despair. The human spirit is resilient, but it is sorely tested. Beyond the physical losses, there are invisible wounds. The psychological trauma of conflict is pervasive. Fear becomes a constant companion for so many. Anxiety about the next attack, the next displacement. Children witness events no child should ever see. This exposure to violence can have lasting effects. Grief for lost loved ones is a heavy weight. Many suffer in silence, with no access to support. Mental health is a critical, often overlooked need. Healing these wounds is essential for long-term recovery. Women and children often bear the heaviest burden. They are at increased risk of violence and exploitation. Girls may be forced out of school, into early marriage. Pregnant women face enormous risks without health care. Childbirth, a moment of joy, becomes fraught with danger. The elderly and those with disabilities are also vulnerable. Reaching them with assistance is a major challenge. Conflict magnifies existing inequalities in society. ESDO understands these complex layers of suffering. Their work tries to address these specific needs. Conflict wages war not just on people, but on systems. Cameroon's health system in affected areas is crumbling. Hospitals and health centers have been directly attacked. Some have been looted, others completely destroyed. What little infrastructure existed is now severely damaged. This means even basic healthcare becomes a luxury. Access to a clinic can mean risking one's life. Roads are unsafe or blocked by checkpoints. Fear keeps people from seeking care when they need it. A functioning health system is a casualty of war. Healthcare workers are heroes in these circumstances, yet they too are victims of the conflict. Many have been threatened, attacked, or forced to flee. Their departure leaves a massive void in expertise. There is a dire shortage of doctors and nurses. Midwives are scarce in areas where they are needed most. The remaining health staff work under extreme pressure. They face a lack of supplies and overwhelming patient loads. Their dedication is extraordinary, but they need support. Without safety, health workers cannot do their jobs. Medicines and essential medical supplies are scarce. Supply chains are disrupted by insecurity and roadblocks. It is difficult to transport drugs to remote areas. Vaccines spoil without proper refrigeration if they arrive. Basic items like bandages and antibiotics run out. This forces doctors to make impossible choices. Who gets the limited treatment available today? Preventable diseases can become deadly without medicine. Chronic conditions like diabetes go unmanaged. The health gains of previous decades are quickly lost. The consequences for public health are devastating. Vaccination campaigns are interrupted or stopped. This leads to outbreaks of measles and polio. Poor sanitation in displacement camps breeds cholera. Malaria, already a killer, spreads more easily. Maternal mortality rates soar without skilled birth attendants. Child mortality increases due to treatable illnesses. The health of an entire generation is at risk. This is not just a health crisis, it's a human crisis. ESDO works to counter this tide of suffering. Section 5. ESDOs embrace delivering care against the odds. In the face of such overwhelming challenges, ESDO stands firm. They refuse to accept that some lives are beyond reach. Their commitment is to stay and deliver essential services. They believe everyone deserves access to quality healthcare. This belief is the bedrock of their operations. ESDO's teams venture into areas others deem too dangerous. They navigate complex terrains and volatile situations. Their presence is a lifeline for isolated communities. They bring not just medical supplies but also hope, a powerful message that someone, somewhere, still cares. ESDO focuses on the most pressing health needs. Primary healthcare is the cornerstone of their approach. This means treating common illnesses like malaria and diarrhea. It includes managing infections and minor injuries. They prioritize maternal and child health. Providing prenatal care to pregnant women is vital. Assisting with safe childbirth saves mothers and babies. They offer postnatal care and support for newborns. Vaccinating children protects them from deadly diseases. These interventions make a profound difference. To reach those most in need, ESDO is innovative. Mobile clinics are a key part of their strategy. These are essentially clinics on wheels or even by foot. Teams of doctors, nurses, and midwives travel. They set up temporary health posts in remote villages, or they visit displacement camps where needs are great. Community health workers are also crucial to their work. These are local individuals trained by ESDO. They provide basic health education and services. They act as a bridge between ESDO and the community. ESDO understands that healthcare is not just about pills. It is about building trust and fostering relationships. They work closely with local community leaders. They listen to the needs and concerns of the people. This collaborative approach is essential for success. It ensures that interventions are culturally appropriate. It empowers communities to take ownership of their health. ESDO's work is rooted in respect and partnership. They are not just providing aid, they are building resilience. This approach fosters dignity and lasting impact. Section 6. Forging Pathways, ESDO's Strategies in Perilous Lands. Operating in conflict zones presents immense difficulties. Insecurity is a constant threat to ESDO staff and patients. The risk of violence, roadblocks, or crossfire is real. Access to vulnerable populations can be severely restricted. Negotiating passage through checkpoints is often necessary. This requires patience, skill, and strict neutrality. ESDO must be seen as impartial by all parties. Their only agenda is to provide humanitarian aid. Maintaining this neutrality is paramount for their safety and for their ability to reach those in need. Logistics are another major hurdle for ESDO's teams. Transporting medicines and equipment is a challenge. Roads may be damaged, impassable, or simply too dangerous. Fuel shortages can halt vehicle movements abruptly. Communication systems are often unreliable or non-existent. Planning and adapting are crucial skills for survival. ESDO's teams must be resourceful and incredibly flexible. They find ways to overcome obstacles with ingenuity. Sometimes, this means carrying supplies on foot for miles, or using motorcycles to navigate narrow, difficult paths. Building and maintaining trust is absolutely fundamental. ESDO works hard to earn the confidence of communities. They also engage with all actors in the conflict. This is done carefully to ensure their impartiality. Open communication helps to prevent misunderstandings. It can create humanitarian corridors for aid delivery. ESDO's reputation for neutrality and effectiveness is key. This allows them to operate where others cannot. They are known for their commitment to helping all people, regardless of their background or affiliation. Despite these daunting challenges, ESDO perseveres. Their strategies are born from experience and dedication. They use local knowledge to navigate complex situations. They train staff in security protocols and risk management. They rely on strong community networks for information, and they remain agile, ready to adapt to changes. Their success is a testament to their courage. It is also a result of meticulous planning. They embody a pragmatic idealism, believing it can be done, and then finding a way to actually do it. Section 7. A Mother's Courage, A Child's Dawn. A story from the Northwest. Let me tell you about Amina from the Northwest region. She was pregnant with her third child, full of hope. Then, violence erupted in her peaceful village. Amina and her family were forced to flee quickly. They walked for days, seeking refuge in the bush. Her village, her home, everything was left behind. Life became a daily struggle for basic survival. Food was scarce, and clean water even scarcer. Amina worried deeply about her unborn baby. She feared she would not have a safe delivery. As her delivery time neared, Amina grew weaker. There were no clinics, no midwives in their hideout. Her husband heard whispers of an ESDO mobile team. He heard they were visiting a nearby area. Desperate, he walked for hours to find them. He pleaded for help for his beloved wife. The ESDO team listened with deep compassion. They knew the risks, but they had to act. They prepared their supplies, ready for the journey. Hope, however small, began to stir within them. The journey to reach Amina was perilous. The team navigated through difficult, unsafe terrain, but the determination was stronger than their fear. They found Amina weak, but relieved to see them. The skilled ESDO midwife quickly assessed her. Amina needed urgent care for a safe delivery. The team set up a clean, temporary birthing space. They provided comfort, reassurance, and expert care. Hours later, in the heart of the forest, a cry. A healthy baby girl was born, a new life. Amina named her baby ESDO in gratitude. It was a testament to the hope they brought. This small act of naming held so much meaning. It symbolized survival against overwhelming odds. It spoke of compassion in a time of cruelty. ESDO's team provided postnatal care for them both. They ensured mother and child were healthy. This story is just one of many like it. It shows the profound impact of ESDO's brave work. Each life saved is a victory for humanity. Section 8. From Despair to Play, Healing a Young Life in the North. Now let us travel to the north region of Cameroon. Here, young Musa, only 5 years old, was fading. His family had been displaced by violent attacks. They lost their farm, their livelihood, their security. In the makeshift camp, food was scarce and poor. Musa grew thin, his eyes lost their usual spark. He was suffering from severe acute malnutrition. His small body was fighting a losing battle. His mother, Fatima, watched with a breaking heart. She felt helpless, fearing she would lose her son. One day, an ESDO outreach team arrived at the camp. They were conducting health and nutrition screenings. They gently examined Musa, their faces serious. They confirmed he was critically malnourished, but they also brought a message of immediate hope. Musa could be treated. He could recover fully. Fatima listened, tears of relief welling in her eyes. For the first time in months, she felt a flicker of hope that her son might survive. ESDO quickly enrolled Musa in their feeding program. Musa began receiving therapeutic, ready-to-use food. ESDO health workers monitored his progress closely. They provided Fatima with health education. They taught her about nutrition and hygiene practices. Slowly, miraculously, Musa began to change. The dullness in his eyes started to recede. A little bit of weight returned to his tiny frame. He started to show interest in his surroundings again. The path to recovery was steady, thanks to ESDO. It was a journey back from the brink of death. After several weeks, Musa was a different child. He was no longer gaunt and listless. He was smiling, playing with other children. His laughter, once silenced by hunger, returned. Fatima's joy was immeasurable, her gratitude endless. ESDO had not just saved Musa's life, they had restored hope to an entire family. This recovery is a powerful testament to action. It shows that even in dire situations, change is possible. With care and resources, young lives can be rebuilt. Section 9. The Fierce Urgency of Now. A call to stand with Cameroon. The stories of Amina and Musa are not isolated. They represent thousands, even millions in Cameroon. People are caught in conflicts they did not create. They are suffering from wounds they did not choose. Their basic human right to health is denied daily. This is an injustice we cannot accept silently. The work of ESDO is a beacon, as we have seen. They provide critical care in impossible circumstances. They embody courage, compassion, and real solidarity, but they cannot do this monumental work alone. We live in a world of interconnected destinies. The suffering in Cameroon touches all of humanity. Indifference is a luxury we cannot afford. The fierce urgency of now calls us to act. Health is not a commodity, it is a right. It must be protected, promoted, and provided for all. ESDO is on the front lines of this vital struggle. They need our support to continue their mission. They need resources to reach more people in need. They need our voices to raise awareness globally. Supporting ESDO means investing in human dignity. It means providing life-saving medicines and supplies. It means enabling mobile clinics to reach remote areas. It means training more community health workers. It means giving hope to a mother like Amina. It means giving a future to a child like Musa. Your contribution, no matter the size, makes a difference. It can be the difference between life and death. It can be the difference between despair and hope. This is a tangible way to practice compassion. Let us stand with the